Oh, there you go.
Okay, we're about 8 kilometers into our El Camino del Norte hike. We've just come out of the initial town, the start town of Irun, and we've been welcomed with a very rainy day. There you can see Josh and his trekking umbrella. And we are about to head into this little village, which apparently has a church where we can get a stamp in our credencial, which is a pass book, little passport book. There's lots of singing and music coming from the village, so we'll tune in again in a few. It's interesting, the whole streetway is marked with these probably family sponsored crosses. And this is a typical Basque country village. Very ornate. It's actually got a super nice vibe. Steep hills. Whenever there's a downhill, you know there was an up. We've definitely been welcomed to the village with a lot of song and festivity. There are Camino shells on our backpacks. They're singing Sweet Home Alabama in Basque language. That's awesome. Okay, now we're looking for the pilgrim signage to tell us where to go. Can you? Oh, there's an arrow there. Can you see it on that fence post?
Yes, I see it.
These yellow signs on the everywhere mark help us to not get lost. Wow, amazing big horn section. This is awesome. Oh, look at that. This also marks the route, the shell and the star, and then we know that we're in the right path. This is Basque country for you. Isn't that awesome? Sweet home Basque country. Oh, there's some of the independence. Oh, you know what that flag is for? Independence from Spain. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, liberation.
It's the Basque flag.
It's the Basque flag. Yeah. And here's the liberation. Yeah. we found this gorgeous water fountain here outside this little village, where you get to fill up your water from this glorious untreated, it's mountain spring water, pure and fine to drink. It's just gorgeous. I mean, the amount of effort that's gone into these little public drinking springs is amazing. We only just started drying out now because it's been pouring with rain. Gone through a lot of independence towns that are fully into their Basque independence, which has been kind of interesting. Making our way to San Juan. Oh, we've got to the top of one of the many steep hills that we've climbed today, being our first day, and we think that that's San Sebastian ahead of us. Hopefully it is. It's pretty far away still, and this is obviously an old church that's now not in operation, but it has a beautiful bell tower and it has the Camino shells on the door, and there's some kids practicing, having band practice here. Yay, we made it to San Sebastian, Donostia. Unwittingly taking the Camino interior, which is longer and more difficult and mountainous and remote. But this was our destination aim for the day, so we're here, exhausted but happy. How do you feel about your day so far? First day on the Camino.
I'm exhausted, but we're here. We made it. It's rough. My feet are killing me, but it's all good.
Yeah, we're gonna get some food now.
Yes, I'm starving.
Find a bed, so find some food, and be back on the Del Norte in the morning. Or actually be on the Del Norte in the morning. That was a surprise change of plan. Beautiful La Concha beach at night. San Sebastian. We're still trying to find a place to stay. We haven't been very successful yet, but hopefully we will be soon. And we're just enjoying the evening and the beautiful cool weather. It's pretty cold if you stand still, but it's gorgeous. Had some pizza for supper, and if we can't find a place to stay, we'll hike into the hills and pitch our tent. See you later. We're day 2 on the trail, and the day up from Donostia or San Sebastian has been very pleasant. A huge climb up out of San Sebastian, and then lots of undulating trail, a little bit of this type of jeep track interspersed with single trails, and then some little village lanes that are either concrete or asphalt. So a big mix of things today. I'm just going through lots of woods, past lots of farms, and we're about to head into the town of Orio after about a 7-mile hike so far today. I'll check in later. Aloha. We've just arrived at the beautiful city of Zarutz, and we're gonna have lunch here. It's been a 12-mile morning hike for us, and this is very rewarding. Just gorgeous views from up here. We're nice and hungry, and we're gonna enjoy something delicious. Let's get past. We're taking an alternative route from Zarauts, which is over there, to Gentaria, which is over there, along this beautiful scenic walkway. The other choice would have been to go over another steep mountain path, which we just didn't feel like our legs and feet could handle right now. And actually this path is also marked as the Camino pathway, so it's a pretty good choice. Super good, and it's gorgeous. Just been able to walk along the seaside like this. This town up ahead is apparently very picturesque, and just as they all have been. It's been very interesting. And we're coming up one of the real big take-home things that I've gained from this journey once again has been kindness from people that have given us shelter and tried their very best to communicate with us and direct us, even when neither of us could understand each other's language, which was always very heartwarming. And then we have a better view of the next town. And the lovely flat pedestrian path that will take us there. We're in the beautiful city of Bilbao in Basque Country. We're actually on our way out of here. Just got to pick up. Hi, Josh. Got to pick up some money, do some money exchange. And this is just one of the bridges leaving Old Town into the business district. See you later. Today's been a long paved riverside hike from Bilbao to this town. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Dreadknot. It's a beautiful city along the river, and one of my friend's moms lives here, which is pretty awesome. And the big feature in this town is this epic bridge, suspension bridge that allows ships to pass through.
It's a car hanging from cables.
Oh wow!
That's being taken across the river.
That looks like how we're going to cross the river.
That's how we're crossing it.
That's cool.
It's floating above the water.
Oh wow! That is super awesome. Let me just take the camera over to the side of it. Yeah. don't know if you can see in the distance there, but
That is bad.
that's how we're going to be crossing the river, and then hopefully get some lunch on the other side. That'd be great. Most of the day's been through really industrial areas, but it's been interesting in itself just to see the industry that's happening in the region, because we've been in farmlands and pasturelands and woods most of the time, so this is just something different. Okay, well, we're heading to the bridge and we're going to be crossing soon, so we'll see you later on the Camino. We're crossing the river. And this is how the cyclists and the cars cross the river. That's how Josh crosses the river. It's pretty cool. Other side and lunchtime. This is how we got up this section of the hill. Saved our... Oh, go ahead. Saved us walking with these huge packs up into the top end of this village when we going to get back onto a normal trail. And these are the little markers we've been following all the way. Arrows all the way from Irun and all the way to Santiago de Compostela, which is just amazing. So cool to be able to experience all these cities and the countryside, of course. But a wonderful, wonderful we're at this little seaside town. It's one of the last few towns we're gonna be at before we get out of Basque Country. But they don't have any campgrounds here, so we're going to have to keep walking for a while until we find a place we can sleep tonight. Definitely a surfer town, and it's pretty chilly. We saw 14 degrees Celsius and it's 6:30 at night. We're in this little bar and it's totally Hawaiian themed. Such a cool little place at this beach town in Basque Country.
Here we are Back in the woods again. We've been walking on the road all day long. It's nice to be back in the woods. These blue gum forests are wonderful. Here comes Heather up the trail.
It's so great to be up in the forest again, off the road. There's been a lot of road walking today. And we're trying to find a campsite. A wild stealth camp. So hopefully we'll find one soon.
I think we won't have a problem. There seems to be a lot of available foresty real estate out there for us to claim. We're just going to keep trekking up this trail, see what we find.
This is the part of the trail that a lot of people complain about. Is that a lot of sections you have to walk along these big old highways, and people actually drive really fast here. It's kind of dangerous, but you know, that's all part of the trail and what to expect. The scenery is still beautiful. We've had this is the second hot day we've had today, so it's kind of nice, but the cold weather helps you hike better. We'll see you later down the line. Oh, cool. Here we are, just outside of, what's this town?
I don't know.
Oh, town we don't know. Town with no name. Big town. We're exhausted. We've been climbing up a sand dune, literally. Look at that. All nice and out of breath. We're going up there and up over the hill, and then we're going to catch another boat over the next section of the ocean. And we're exhausted, and it looks like it's going to start raining again. So woohoo! Bueno camino. Okay, we've just got to the top of this little hill. And now we're going down. And it's kind of a steep, technical little hill. See you later.
Whew. We made it to the bottom. Here we go. We get to the bottom, and here's the sign we're looking for.
Sometimes we have beautiful signs to go by, and sometimes we have to just look really carefully for these painted yellow arrows.
Hi, Heather.
Hi! We're in for a nice long beach walk after that big cliff walk.
Here we go through the sand.
Oh, that must be Santander on the other side, I'm guessing.
I think so.
We're in the lovely province of Cantabria.
We're about to take a nice long walk on the sand till we meet up with a ferry that takes us over to Santander. Go, Heather. Get after it. You.
Oh, it's sort of late afternoonish, I'm guessing around 6 o'clock, and we're exhausted after another 20+ mile day of walking, and we've been promised it's raining. So far we've been really lucky with our camping and being able to camp without getting soaked. Even though it's rained during the day, it's kind of often let up by the time it's time to set up camp. But tonight we are hoping to stay in an albergue in this town, what's the town's name, Josh?
Oh man.
Mariela? Something like that.
Yes.
Anyway, it's 7 kilometers outside of Noha, which was a very quaint seaside town that we did the long beach walk to. And hopefully they have a bed for us, and hopefully we can wash our clothes, because we really need to, and have a shower. And that would be wonderful. We have a nice big fresh baguette packed in our backpack with some cheese, and we'll enjoy that for a dinner. They said that the accommodation was just over an ancient bridge, so this is it. I'll take you for a little stroll over the bridge. Oh, there we go. See, this is how the trail is marked with these arrows. And you can see Josh's nice tracking umbrella. These things have saved our lives and kept us dry with those pack covers. A little waterfall. This is a typical scene of the farmlands and the country pasture lands that we've been walking through when it hasn't been the sort of really bad walks along highways that are paved with cars barreling towards us. Yay, Albergy, 100 meters. Woohoo! This is the most well advertised one I've seen on the trail yet.
100 meters. We're almost there.
And let's see where it is. Oh, there it is up ahead. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Let's just hope that they can accommodate us. Otherwise, we won't be very happy campers at all.
Literally.
All day long, and actually the entire trail so far, mostly, we have had the aroma of cow, horse, goat and sheep manure in our nostrils, and the predominant soundtrack for the trip has been the cowbell. There have been cowbells on cows, goats, sheep, donkeys and horses' necks, just clanging away when they move or eat or try and move, any little head movement. And the other thing we've noticed are the dogs. 50% of the dogs lead beautiful, idyllic lives here, have wonderful owners who adore and spoil them and take them for walks. And the other 50% lead wretched, awful lives. They are tied up all day long by very short chains around their necks to bark at people who walk past their houses. It's very sad.
Moruelo, that's this town we're in.
Merulo.
Moruelo.
Don't know how to pronounce it.
Moruelo.
But here it is. Yay, we've reached it. Buenas noches. Oh, there we go. This is John Morris from England.
Yeah.
Cycling the Camino. And we're catching a ferry to Santander. That's the way you got to go. A lot of other from Japan, from France, from Austria. These are our Austrian friends that we see all the time. Aloha! It's pretty windy and choppy today. I don't think that we should only show you the pretty things about this walk. There are many miles of dreary, awful, paved, industrial zone areas that the way goes through. This has been a long day. We've just arrived in the village of Santillana, which is very quaint with this little cobbled roadway leading into the town. It's been a long paved walk today.
Well, it looks like we're off the pavement finally for the first time in a couple days on this little gravel road leading up into the middle of nowhere. Got a couple of Ks to the next little village where we'll stop and take a little small break.
13.9 kilometers to San Vicente.
Sounds like it's going to be a little bit of a larger town.
Yeah.
So.
And yesterday we crossed the 200-mile mark. Today we had very clear vistas of the Picos de Europas mountains.
Yes, today is day 11 in our quest.
There we go. Lovely day. We're gonna go and find some coffee. So the Camino veered off the main road specifically to take us past this church. And as you can see, once again, it is completely locked, barricaded with spiky metal fences, unkept. I guess this is the mausoleum part of it. I think the church is over here. All of them, every single one of them we've been past has been completely inaccessible or closed down and abandoned, which we're kind of finding very strange and very interesting. Surprising, in fact. It's been a theme for over the past 250 miles or whatever we've hiked so far. Anyway, we just trucked over some weeds to get here, but I guess that was a non-event. Locked, closed for business. Can you see any arrows?
They're on the sign.
Okay. Oh, there. We're constantly having to look for arrows to mark the way. And then over there, I don't know if you can see, but behind that red roof house and that tree, these huge snow-covered mountaintops, the Picos de Europas. Like beautiful. And it makes us feel like we're making a lot of progress, because those are the mountains that are really considered to be in Asturias, which is the next province that we're going to enter, hopefully tomorrow. And then we're going to be well over the halfway mark, which is great. So we'll see you later on the Camino. We're super excited. We're about to head into San Vicente. We just have to cross over that river on the bridge. And there are the Picos de Europas in the distance, getting closer and closer all the time. We're so excited. We're making such good progress. And these are the last miles in Cantabria before tomorrow we'll reach Asturias, I think, next province. And it's actually been lovely walking through this province. It's been very interesting. Also interesting seeing the differences as we progress further west. There have been a lot of cultural, architectural, geographical changes as we've gone along, which has been fascinating.
We're at 15 miles miles so far today.
Ah, so 15 miles
It's 2:30.
today, 2:30 in the afternoon. Every day we're walking 20 miles or 32 kilometers at a minimum to get this job done. And we're still taking time out to smell the roses, time out to smell the manure, I should say, and and enjoy the place and interact with the locals and interact with other hikers, other peregrinos. It's been super fun. Oh, you've probably been looking at my trekking poles as I've been walking along. Okay, we'll see you down the line. Okay, well, we're walking across this bridge and we think that we have left Cantabria and that we're about to enter Asturias. Asturias. I don't really know how to pronounce it. But it's a surprise. We thought we were only going to get there at nightfall. So we're hoping that what we're assuming is correct, because that'll be a lovely boost to our... Oh, yes, it's true. It's true. Yay, we've arrived in Del Principado de Asturias. Holy smoke. How exciting. We've done 2 states now, 2 provinces, and we're about to hit the 3rd.
Go up there.
Super excited. Okay. Well, we'll see you down the line. So this has been our trail, our first trail part of Asturias, and we're thinking, hi Josh, we're so stoked because we thought we had so many more. We thought we had like 28 k's left to get to here at this point, but we're here. But here's a little monument, and we think that this is one of the monuments erected to people that have died along the trail. There's been a few of them. And I've heard about them, but I'm not 100% sure. So maybe.
It has to be.
It's locked, and there's flowers in here. There's a candle that's been lit with a flame. I mean, it's not just an electric candle.
It's an actual burning candle.
Yeah,
Somebody's been up here
and put all the goodies together for the day. So we just have this renewed sense of accomplishment and energy. You can see the tip of that snow-covered mountain beyond the pastures there.
The Picos de Europas.
And we were wondering when we were going to start seeing colourful houses. It looked like we were starting to see them here. Over there, although that might be a school. I see a whole bunch of people walking in line. And then again, the usual pasture lands, the usual sheep, shaggy shags. Fortunately, not every poor animal here has a cowbell around their neck. That's always been a bit of a torturous thing to observe. When I walk past these locals, I'll just film them a little bit so you can get to see the types of people that we walk past often. The locals, the manure on the trail is a constant thing.
This is a very nice walkway right here.
But it is, and I mean, actually a lot of the walkways have been paved, which is like this, with, you know, tiles, or these look like slate rock, which is amazing. And then, as mentioned before, some of the dogs here are treated like princes and princesses, and then other poor dogs, hola, lead wretched lives, been tied up to short chains. Hola. And then, of course, the cows, the never-ending cows that we come across. See, 2 old chaps are walking along this path admiring the cows. It's actually pretty sweet.
That's a fine specimen.
It really has been a fantastic experience. I mean, it's been pretty brutal at times because of the 10 to 12 hours of walking a day and the paved roads, but it's a unique experience within itself. If you just accept it for what it is and enjoy it for what it is, and just have this amazing cultural immersion experience, interact with the locals and, you know, admire what there is to admire and observe what there is to observe, you're going to have an amazing time.
And my Spanish is getting better every day.
Yes, I can actually ask for the bathroom quite nicely now.
Those are fine specimens.
They are. These old chaps going for their morning stroll. Pretty cool. You notice that in Basque countries that the population there walks fervently. They're very fit.
And so far in Asturias we're seeing that again.
Right. Hola. Then in Cantabria we noticed a little drop off with the locals walking, but it looks like in Asturias they're walking again, which is kind of interesting. The mountains are getting a lot taller here.
We're right at the foothills.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful day. We've got short sleeves on, which is nice for a change. Yeah. And that gives you some idea of our first leg in Asturias. And we will tune in again shortly.
Buen días.
Buen días. Adios.
Y Adri, a él y a él. A mí.
¡Manolo!
All these little kids. Adios.
Yeah.
So cute. Those kids are all going on a river rafting expedition. Adorable.
They're all excited.
We just got our first stamp at an albergue in Asturias. We're excited. This is like a different kind of mood here.
Good energy
Yeah, super good energy.
already.
Oh, there's an El Mexicano bar, restaurante. Oh, supermercado. Do we need to buy anything? Okay.
Too much on us already.
Can you see an arrow? Oh, there we go. So when we're walking through these towns, we have to keep our eyes peeled for the Camino signs.
This is a nice one. Look
So yeah, oh wow. This is pretty elaborate. It's got a whole ground display here
it's beautiful.
with the little yellow arrow and the shell.
Here we are on another stretch of highway, walking along. Only this highway has a yellow line for us, and on that yellow line are the shells, conveniently placed by the province of Asturias. I'm assuming we just follow the yellow line till the end of the road. And there's a little further ahead here. This is a very interesting thing that they've done. We have not seen this anywhere else. A full-on yellow line. There's been lots of yellow arrows, lots of shells, lots of signs, but this is one step above. And every 100 yards or so, 100 meters I should say, there's another shell marking, just letting us know we're on the right path. And there she is, walking the line.
We just had a little break over here. After going on a bit of a roundabout lost tour, if we hadn't have had the Wise Pilgrim app in our pockets, we'd still be horribly lost.
We'd be up in them there hills.
Yeah, we'd be up in those hills where all those clouds are. Looks like it's going to start raining again. But we're heading towards the coast again. We're back on track according to the Wise Pilgrim app. GPS little light. And so hopefully we'll get to Yanes this afternoon. We both of us have sore shoulders, so I bought these 2 tea towels just on the day before we left, and they're proving to be the best, one of the best things in the pack today. I've got one here too. This is quite nice, a little off-road path. We've just been past a cow paddy, lots of babies. Kind of mellow. Hopefully it'll stay like this for a while actually. And pretty soon we should be getting some beautiful ocean vistas, so we'll check in again when we get there. I just learned that a bouffon is a blowhole, and apparently there's some blowhole action here when, I guess, when the surf's up. Gorgeous.
I hope I caught that little wave. Little splash.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Bueno, bueno, bonita.
Look at this.
Ooh, that water looks blue, doesn't it? Is that a diver out there? There's a diving flag.
Could be. Might be something that floated away from somebody.
Look at that, so stunning. This is where the blowholes are. You can hear that. The water comes out of this hole and a hole down there. Try and see if we can get a better angle. You can certainly hear it. Oh, there we go. Whoa, that's the blowhole down there. There's Josh. The ocean's really calm today, so I'm not really expecting a huge plume of water to spout up. No, it's pretty dry. Pretty awesome though. Wow. Might be another one over here. Go and take a look. think there is one. At least I can hear gentle ocean noises. Pretty cool. Down the stairs we go, and across the bridge on this beautiful little river. Our first day in Asturias has been absolutely fantastic. We love it here. A little bit of road walking, but then also this. Just beautiful. If we were ready to camp now, this would be a great spot to set up a tent. But we're not. We've still got lots of hours to walk. We're just about in Llanes, and this is a come up the hill and been met with a spectacular view. We thought, wouldn't it be amazing to set our tent up on that little platform there? But we're heading off into town, and there it is in the distance. It's just beautiful. Just arrived in the little village of Llanes, and up until now it's been dead quiet. It's like 6 o'clock in the evening, and it must be siesta time or quiet time or something. Nobody out on the streets, just an occasional car, an occasional person. Not sure where everyone is. Kind of weird. Maybe the action's all happening down here. Ah, there's more people in life over here. There's a pension. Should we go and try that? Oh. Hola. Should we go and try this one? Pension Paulina. We've just come out of the little town of Llanes. We accidentally stayed in a village just outside of it called Q. We thought it was Llanes, but it wasn't. But it ended up being a wonderful experience. We stayed in an authentic little pension, Paulina's pension, and really had a great time. Now we're on the coastal route. Look at this beautiful scenery. And you can see how the trail is marked with these little Camino signs directing you to the right way.
Buen día.
enjoying this Asturias province part of the walk. It's been so pleasant. Lots of off-road, beautiful natural area trails, ocean views. It's a little overcast today. That's okay. Oh, and this signpost about this rock. And there's a historical little, oh, San Martin, little building there. It's an ancient building. This is what we were wanting out of this El Camino del Norte. This is exactly what we were envisioning when we decided to take this trip. Just gorgeous, gorgeous coastal walking off-road with spectacular views of the ocean and cliffs. I wonder, that San Martin must be some old sort of historical coastal building. Maybe. Today's been mostly a beach, cliffside trail walk, off-road mostly, and it's really been pretty and so nice to be on a trail. We left the campsite at Riba de Sella, walked for about 4 hours. Now we're having a little lunch break here, and we are headed in this direction. Up here, some school kids having fun on the beach. And we're just going to hug the coast all the way around these bluffs until we reach San Juan, which will probably be our next big stop. This part of the trail is not what you normally see in videos and YouTube clips. We've had endless mind-numbing miles on this road for at least 4 hours or so, and just strolling, but on tarred paved surface which shreds your feet. And what we've noticed is that there must be some sort of economic downturn here in these northern reaches, because many of the newer developments and many of the houses just seem shut, closed, abandoned, shutters down, no one around. Here's a church. Don't think this one's in operation, I'm not sure. At least it doesn't have huge metal gates preventing you from getting anywhere near it. Looks pretty old. There's a farmer tending to his chickens. But otherwise, not much going on here. Yep, shut. Doesn't look like it's been in use for a very long time. No one out back. This is kind of the mausoleum area. Usually find those around all these churches. And that's that. Doors closed. No one at home, nobody around. I know it's probably siesta time and I just slid on some algae moss. Apparently this town's name is Pernus. Hooray for Pernus. Look at this nice little treat the Camino brought us. Wow. Just gorgeous. It's about, what's the time? 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon? Yeah, a little after 5. It's cooled down a bit. And suddenly we find ourselves in this beautiful forest, off-road, with a lovely little bubbling brook beside us, which is lovely. We've got about 3 more miles to go before we hit our daily quota of 20 miles. So this is a really, really nice way to end it off. We've had some really monotonous and painful sections today, so this is a gift. Enjoying every minute of it. Here we are on top of the world. A very steep vertical up out of Via Viciosa this morning. And now we're up in the clouds looking down over the beautiful valleys, kind of in line with those tall mountains on the other side of the Europas. Now the paved, it's sort of fluctuated from trail to paved on this route this morning, and we are dripping in sweat, totally drenched. The locals have been out in full force doing day hikes and cycling. Hola.
Hola, buenos días.
And we're just looking forward to reaching the top and then hopefully not bombing down and then going up another one. We're not really sure what's waiting for us, so we'll have to just see, and we'll tune in later. Now here's an interesting phenomenon. We've noticed that there were a lot of day walkers, and we saw this bus down at the bottom of this big mountain earlier on. Hi Josh! Hello. Having fun yet? Oh, yeah. So we thought, oh great, you know, they're all going to go off somewhere and go and do something on a Saturday morning. So now we've discovered that the bus brings them all to the top of the mountain and then they walk down. Cool. Well, I don't blame them because we've just walked up this mountain. It's been horrible. Super bad, super steep. It is gorgeous up here though, look at that. Oh, beautiful. And there all the day hikers are. The day cyclists, the dirt bike riders, the downhill bombers. Oh, here. Here's the arrow. I see the arrow. Hola.
Yo nocturna tengo nada. No, ningún problema. Ah, por eso, cuando voy a nocturna que sea light solo para tomar una caña luego y ya está.
And here's the sign. We keep. It's raining. Big thunderstorms started, just as predicted by the weather forecast this morning. This is the second big climb we've had of the day. Kind of gnarly with the heavy backpacks. Just gives you an idea of the different types of terrain we've gone through. Even when we think we're in the middle of nowhere, there's always a farmhouse around. Okay, well, I'm going to leave you at that, and we'll see you later on the Camino. We're stuck in the rain just turned into like a torrential downpour and a thunderstorm. We're completely soaked. We have our 100, I think, yeah, there's Josh. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. They're hoping we're gonna find some shelter soon. It's completely crazy. We're doing a little bit of wild stealth camping here on top of this mountain. We were very lucky to find this spot. Don't want to make too much noise and bring attention to ourselves. And there's our little tent. Hi, Josh. 7:15 in the morning, and we just slept up in our tent on top of that mountain behind this beautiful little medieval village with a castle on the hill and beautiful river. What's this river called again? Rio Nadal. What a lovely way to start the day. Fishermen down there, and we're headed this way. Give an idea of the local houses. It's been a muddy dirt track up until now. This is really pretty. Let's see what's over here. Some more forests and another hill. We've got our rain gear on, our frog togs. And they work perfectly. So adios to El Castillo.
Sign on the castle up there.
Beautiful. This is the skinniest bridge crossing I've ever walked on, but at least it's there because you can see what's hurtling towards us. These massive trucks. Speeding. Spanish drivers are speed racers. And then you can see over here, and it's pretty far down. Oh, actually the river's pretty high. And that's the castle we were at earlier. One of the parts of the way, one of the many parts. It's been an interesting journey in terms of how the way takes you. We just stopped at a little cafe, had some coffee, had some tostada, and fueled for the next few kilometers. It's very different to hiking in a wilderness trail because at least you have the opportunity to fuel up whenever you need to in little villages. Although some villages don't have anything available. Just when you think, oh yay, we've hit a village, we'll be able to resupply, there's absolutely nothing there. So it's just interesting all the way around. More tales from the way.
Alright, we've just arrived at what appears to be a ancient palace. Which was on the Camino a long time ago. Not sure what year. I think that was the 1600s. That's what it looked like in Roman numerals back there, but I could be wrong.
Pretty cool.
Hi Heather, look at this. Nobody's lived here in a while. This used to be the courtyard. Let me see if I can stick my hand up inside here and maybe get a visual of what's going on in there. Oh yes, the courtyard. It's a nice big yard here. Overlooking the city where the sun's getting bright in my eyes. See how big this bad boy is. Looks like it goes quite a ways around here. It's got the ramparts to fend off any invaders. A lot of the old windows and doorways they've bricked up to keep people out. They do that in a lot of buildings. Some will just be straight concreted shut to keep people out. This is a very old rock stack building here. Not bricks, just straight rocks. I just want to get around the corner over here and just see what's on the other side, if anything.
Mention that spray foam on those old walls.
Oh yes, old buildings that have started crumbling, they'll spray with the spray foam to keep the concrete from crumbling and falling on people. It's not the most attractive looking thing, but it's functional. Here's the back side. It's just a wall. This is probably where the main rear entry is. And here's yet another one of those oreos coming up underneath here.
These are the grain storage houses.
Yes.
And they're on these pedestals so rodents don't get into them.
They're all stacked on 4 pedestals with wide rocks on the top. The rodents can't shimmy around that.
Alright. Let's go and look for a shell to lead us, or an arrow.
Okay, alright.
Oh, there it is.
We're out of
Over
here.
there.
Heather sees a shell, so we're on our way. Bye, Heather.
We've arrived in another town and we feel like we're the only people in it. This is like I don't know the how manyth town that we've had this experience in, but we've arrived and there's absolutely nobody here. It's kind of a little disconcerting. We know it's probably siesta time, but still.
5 o'clock in the afternoon. Siesta should be long over by now.
It's kind of confusing. We don't really understand it. Anyway, 5:30 in the afternoon. Wow. We've just walked down this lovely dirt track. In between each village on the coastal route up north here is a deep valley that you traverse and then climb into the next village. And so this one's brought us right down to the beach, a little pebbly beach. Beautiful rock formations. Oh, let's add our stone onto this little pile of rocks here. Oh, there we go. There's my contribution. Gorgeous. Super rocky. Lovely. And then we're going to go back and climb up that hill, get into the next village, and so it goes on and on. Moments like this make everything worthwhile. We've just arrived in Luaca, which is a gorgeous little northern Spanish coastal village, and we weren't really expecting it to be this pretty. It really is gorgeous. Little harbour down there. Looking down over the old portion of the seaport town. The harbour. It's been a very long day of road walking today. And the day's not over yet. We're supposed to try and do another 6 kilometers outside of this town today in order to meet our quota of 32 k's a day. Hello. That's a seagull. What noise. Look how ancient this is. I'm gonna let you go past. And out into the streets. There you can see the Camino signs on the wall, guiding us every step of the way. Yeah, these signs are absolutely amazing. They've been in existence ever since we left in Irun. And there it is, our shell and our arrow. Must be siesta time, it's very quiet here. It's okay. Are we gonna try some Asturian cider? You gotta pour it like this in order to enjoy it.
Yes, okay. Let's see, best.
Okay, then just do that one. I'll just keep videoing.
Okay.
Thank you. Yay. We're stealth camping here in the woods, just above this little town called Posia. And Josh is doing a really great job of making the tent look really camouflaged. Pretty cool. We've put the rain tarps over the top of the tent, and now we're just camouflaging it a little more with the foliage. So hopefully we'll have a safe night here without being disturbed, and head off in the morning feeling refreshed. I'm so excited. We are about to cross the bridge into Galicia over there, which is our last province that we're walking through. We've gone from the French border in Irun, and we've crossed through the whole of Basque Country, Cantabria. We're just leaving Asturias, and we are heading to Galicia, to Ribadeo. Super stoked. We both got injuries. I've got shin splints. Josh's feet are hurting. It's blisters. So couldn't come at a better moment. Just a little lifting up of the spirits. Woohoo!
You! Here we go. Off and running. Goodbye, Asturias. Here we are this morning on day 21. It's a kind of a chilly, foggy morning. Not too bad. Here's our tent. We came down this little unused road covered in grass. And we set up our tent. We threw the ponchos over the top because it's sort of potentially visible from the trail up top there. So if anybody looked over, we didn't want them to immediately see our camp. Threw a few ferns and sticks over the top to hold the tarps on, or the ponchos. Heather's inside here, just about to strike camp.
Good morning.
Hi, Heather.
Look at our palace.
Here we are, home sweet home. Yes. Oh, it's a early 6:20 in the morning, I believe. It's time to get walking.
We're in Galicia and we've just come up this little hill, and this is the sort of gateway to a village. It's an old Oreo or grain drying storage unit. Beautiful old building, ancient windows, and this interesting walkway through from the house to the storage units. It's old doors. And there, oh, that's a slate wall. I'm always amazed at this rock stacking technique that was used long ago. There's the modern side of the house. And then I also wanted to point out that in this province, oh, there's a Oreo, some twin cats, gatos. The shell is pointed with the base of the shell away from Santiago in this province. We don't know why they switched it around, but in all the other provinces the shell is placed the opposite way. So that's kind of interesting. We are dead beat and cannot wait to get down into that village and just regroup for a minute. It's been midday, it's been a hot sunny day. It's been really difficult hiking because it's been a lot of steep climbs. And then we've had some lovely shaded forest strolls, and then the plummeting, painful, steep downhills which just eat away at our injuries. My shin splints just scream every time I take a step on this downhill. But oh well. All part of the journey. And here's an old church. Every single village has one of these. Most of them are locked. But actually lately we've been surprised at how many churches have been open. The bigger ones in the bigger towns. Let's have a look at this one, see. I'm sure it's closed. Oh, there's the bell jangler. And another grain storage facility over there. They're just all over the place. Now these differ to the ones in Asturias. Asturias has those square little house type looking grain drying facilities, and in Galicia they're rectangular like this. And I'm not sure what the spiky things on the roof are for. We need to do some research. So that's a little snippet from our journey, and we'll see you down the line. We're in the town of Montedeno, where we slept in the seminary last night, and they're preparing for some sort of festival this morning where they're painstakingly decorating this area in front of the cathedral. And this is colored sand flowers. Gorgeous. It's definitely
a lot of sand away.
Right, it rained last night and we saw them starting with this yesterday, and it didn't wash a lot of it away. But it's really a labor of love. Oh, look at that, sunflower seeds. Oh, this is salts, Epsom salts, or coarse salts, yeah. Sunflower seeds, flowers, some other little types of grains, petals. Wow. There's the big cathedral. We read up about this, and it's Gothic and Romanesque architectural styles. Really beautifully done, I must say. And this is the village square, or the city square. Apparently they like to think of this as a city, even though it's a tiny little place. It has a huge cathedral, and it was the capital of this province until 1833. So that's it. Very interesting. And we're about to head up that hill behind the cathedral. And then evidently it's supposed to be downhill and flat after that, so we're looking forward to that. Hola.
Hola.
Look at that little herd of cows. So sweet. With their babies. Lots of little babies. We've just had a gorgeous morning walk up this hill, even though it's paved. We had a wonderful experience meeting a local artist who's just had the most fabulous energy. Just open-minded. Oh, that's 10,000 steps on Josh's phone. Free-spirited. She has a little overnight stay place that's just very tastefully done out in an artistic way. Just reminds me of so many people that I've loved and met during my life. So I'm going to be blogging about her and her place, and that's part of the joy of these types of journeys. The people you meet along the way really makes the journey what it is. After 15 kilometers we'll get to the top of this hill eventually, and then hopefully it'll be downhill and cruising from there. You're looking at a very ancient dry stack stone wall covered in thick moss that has been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. This is a gorgeous section of the trail. Beautiful forest. A nice earth path. We've just gone by a very ancient church too. I think it's closed, not in use anymore. But the building is quite stunning. And this whole part of the trail is just lined with these ancient walls, which we're finding quite amazing. Look at that. Just going to be quiet for a minute so you can hear the sounds of the birds. Extremely peaceful and quite rejuvenating to walk along this type of trail. We've just gone off a big road section, so this is a treat. And we'll catch up with you again when we reach a new section and something different to tell. We've arrived at this albergue in Miraz, which has really been a wonderful place to come to seek refuge at. And they've let us camp in their yard, which is awesome. Hi Josh! For once we're having a nice relaxed evening in this cute place. This is the surroundings that we've been walking through all day. Field upon field. Typical surroundings of the villages and the pasture lands and the farmlands. And there's the washing. And some more of the peregrinos. Aloha! We're at a massive monastery in Sobrano. This is about 60 k's away from Santiago. It's closed right now. It opens at 4:30 and we're going to keep going, but some very beautiful architecture, gorgeous pillars and carvings, bell towers, quite amazing. I know, we just passed the first lake that we've seen in the past almost 800 kilometers, and it's an artificially made lake created by the monks that lived here in 1500. It's kind of interesting. They used the water from the dam to irrigate their crops at the time. So this is Sobrano, and we are heading on further down the way so that we can get to Santiago hopefully within the next 2 days, and then on to Finisterre. It's been an epic adventure. Some people do it on bicycles, like this guy that's coming in here, and this is one of the ancient way markers of the trail in days gone by. 1,000 years of this trail being in existence. Pretty incredible history. Okay. We're about to hit the connection of the Camino del Norte with the Camino Francés, and we've been warned that we're suddenly gonna meet an onslaught of people. It's just been Josh and I for the last 820 odd kilometers, or 780 k's, and now suddenly we're gonna be surrounded by like literally hundreds of hikers on the Francais, which is going to be interesting. That's why I've got this camera out. I'm trying to see if that's true. Whoop, there some of them are. There's another one. There's some more. Oh, I see them coming down the road. There they are. That's nuts. That's true. Oh my goodness. How interesting. Okay, let's find our way markers. There we go.
38K.
Voila.
38K from here.
Woohoo!
Santiago.
Oh yep, there are suddenly lots of peregrinos walking on this path. We're now on the Camino de Francés. It's so interesting.
There was no sign like that.
No. In the town of Arzua. This is just nutty. Huh? Oh.
Waved them down.
Okay. These are the hikers on the Francais. It's nuts. So interesting.
One of the rest stops there. We saw nothing like that on the north.
No, absolutely nothing. It was just, if we met one or two other people, it was a treat and we totally engaged with them. But here there's so many people, I don't think you really perhaps even engage with people on that level unless you end up walking with them every day. So it's just an interesting difference. Still smells like Spain.
Yes, it does. We gotta dodge the piles in the trail.
Almost in Santiago. Here's a milestone. 32 k's to go. Woo! Yay, we've arrived. It's been 825 kilometers in 25 days with no rest days, and we are so excited to finally be here. We exceeded our expectations today and did a 53k day just to get here this evening, and super excited. Another dream realized. A very vibrant part of the city, Santiago de Compostela. Everybody's out for the evening. And there is our final destination. Fantastic. Just super. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's incredible. Josh, well done. We did it. We did it.
We're here.
Soak in the moment for a minute. El Camino del Norte has taken us from the French-Spanish border in Basque Country, and we've walked every step of the way to the spot, which I'm actually feeling quite emotional. So with that, I'll leave you and say that it was a journey worth every step. It's been so fantastic. We've learned so much, gained so much from the experience, and recommend it to anybody who wants to undertake it in future. We're leaving Compostela now. We're going to go and walk to the end of the earth. It's a beautiful sunny morning. There are tons of people accumulating here in the square in front of the big cathedral. We're feeling rested and we're ready to rock and roll, get the next leg done. We're on our way to Finisterre, and we've only got one day left on the trail, and we're walking along this beautiful mountain top, looking down at this gorgeous river. It's just very peaceful up here. They do have some wind turbines at the top, the crest of this hill. It's a little drizzly. We're trying to exceed our goal for the day. We had wanted to walk at least 32 kilometers, and we already way past that. So just wanted to show you what it looks like on this Finisterre section of the Camino, and then once we get to the end of the world, we'll give you another sneak peek at what it looks like there. Buen camino. The It's our very last night on the Camino, and we're almost done with Camino Finisterre, and it seems quite fitting that we continued walking till late in the evening with our tent, hoping to find sanctuary. And then just as it became late and it started raining, we found this church, which is actually a sanctuary. And it has these beautiful grounds here, which are just perfect for our needs for sanctuary. And it's the sanctuary Nossa Senhora das Neves, a place where people come and write their prayers down and put them in a little altar to hopefully have their prayers answered. So it's raining, and we'll have a look at the church in the morning when we wake up. We haven't seen anyone for many, many kilometers. We're at about 900 kilometers of walking on the Caminos, and tomorrow is our very last day. So this is a beautiful way to end it. So with that, we will say buenas noches, and we'll see you tomorrow at the end. We're heading off on our last day of hiking today. Bittersweet. And just feel very grateful for this awesome camp spot that we had last night. It poured with rain. And as you can see, this is our little spot where our tent was. We were kept nice and dry. Just going over to this very historical ancient church, which is also a sanctuary. Our Lady of the Snow sanctuary, which is interesting. Not sure what's in there. Can't really see. And here is a little altar where I guess a lot of people come and they put down their prayers and wishes, and I'm adding mine to it over there. It's kind of cute. And then around the side is the ancient bell tower. I'm not sure if you can see on this GoPro, but the rope that rings the bell goes inside this little opening here, and so the person inside can ring the bell. But I think that this bell has not been rung for a while, at least not on a regular basis. And just around the side, have a look around the back. I just love the history of these places. It's fascinating. People obviously come here and use this as a toilet. I've seen a lot of toilet paper around here. And there's the back of the church. And off we go. Down to the end of the world. We're at the healing fountain of the Hermitage of San Pedro Martyr. We've both rinsed our faces off in that. And this is the Hermitage over here. We're here early in the morning. I think we're the first ones here today. Beautiful up here in the mountains. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is the Hermitage. Got a very old history. And the fountain is apparently proposed to heal many ailments. Let's see what's happening here. It's closed up. Looks like there's some sort of a gash in the door, like a peephole. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much closed up. And some little stage over there. Seems to be another entrance here, the bell cord, some sort of wire. Don't think that's been open for a while. Oh, this might be a place where pilgrims can come. Not sure. Anyway, that's it. Kind of interesting. And now next stop is the beach at the end of the world. Here's the sign that says "to the end," and the end of the universe is over there, end of the world. Down this path there's the Atlantic Ocean. On our way to Finisterre. The Romans actually believed that this was the end of the world, and before the Romans came here, the pagans actually believed that this was the point where souls went into another realm, which is kind of interesting. It's where the sun sets, and so before the advent of Christianity, the pagans kind of felt the same way, and they used to come down on this trail to do ceremonies for the afterlife. So it'll be kind of cool to get there and just feel that ancient history and be a part of it. Today's been a really magical day. We're loving this trail, Camino Finisterre. It's been really, really nice. Just off-road and in the countryside with lots of interesting little spots to stop off at and read up about the history. I'll see you later, at the end of the world.
Did I see you somewhere?
Yeah, there's a screen.
Hi everyone! We made it! We're here at the end of the world! Woohoo!
0 kilometers!
It has taken us 28 days, no rest days, 925 Ks, and we are just done in more ways than one, but we're happy.
Finished.
Aloha!
You!